Hello, it's Jen with Feral Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. I do hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to do a quick vibe check. Yeah. So we are in a full moon in Aquarius before I go there. There are disclaimers and links in the box below the video if you'd like to purchase any of the items that I designed and created. Oracle decks, spiritual salts, sprays, oils. The instructions for purchasing those are below. Also connect with me on Facebook and check out your birth chart, okay? So we're in a full moon in Aquarius, and what that's going to start doing, from my understanding, do look into this yourself, educate yourself as well, is going to be affecting social circles, okay? It's going to be your 11th house of things, and wherever in your birth chart Aquarius is. Like for me, Aquarius is in my second house. That's where my second house sits, is in Aquarius. So it's going to have effect on wherever Aquarius is in your birth chart. But overall, it's a full moon, okay, so things are going to be crazy anyways, because full moons can kind of be crazy. And on top of that, it's going to have a lot to do with like social circles, innovative ideas, like looking at things through a new perspective, and things of that nature. So if you're feeling a little off, do what you gotta do, pray, meditate, smudge, take a salt bath. You know, use a spray if you got it. But just in general, you know, pay attention to what's going on around you. You'll probably be getting a lot of indicators about the next week, I guess, is the best way to put that. Alright, let's get into it. I do appreciate all the support. Thank you, God, for whoever needs this message. We're going to do life, work, love, and spirit. Alright, let's get into it. What is the oracle message for life, please? Thank you, God, for whoever needs this message. That's the other thing, guys. These are collective, so please take what resonates. Leave the rest. If it doesn't make sense for your life, it's not for you. There's other readings and other readers in my playlist, but also on YouTube. So, alright, life, whoever needs this. What is the oracle message for life? Thank you, God. Alright, so we have the shadow card number 3, sorcerer, coming out. This is self-gain, control through fear, secretive. So this is Piscean energy. These are things that are hidden, right? We are in a full moon, so things are starting to be illuminated that were hidden. What is in the dark is coming to light. So this is somebody, or this is an energy, not necessarily somebody, it could be, but it's more of an energy where somebody is doing things to get their way. This would be kind of like subtle manipulation. You know, a sorcerer is somebody who can finesse things, like work things. I'm hearing intrigue. I did study that word this morning. And an intrigue is a hidden plot or secret. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off here. This is somebody who's like doing subtle manipulations to get their way. It's for their self-gain. It's secretive. And they could be using fear tactics. So we're talking like guilt trips, that sort of stuff. We'll get further into it with tarot. Yeah, that's really all I'm getting from that. 3 could be relevant. So March, Piscean energy. Birthday could be on the 3rd. Could be a lucky number for you. Alright, what is the work oracle message? Thank you, God. So we have who coming out? Well, that's who? So somebody, you, or somebody else. It's also going to give me an owl, so somebody might have gained some wisdom, but also somebody's been asking questions like, who? Who? Like, that sort of thing. Alright, so what is love? These do not have to be romantic connections. They can be, but they don't have to be. It's wherever you have love at in your life, and who you're connected to. So what is the love oracle message for whoever needs this? Thank you, God. Alright, you got 2. We have balance coming out reversed, and soul coming out reversed. Everybody's seeing those flip if you're watching. They all flipped into the reverse. So we have 2, 0, 2. We also have 4. So this is something to do with a foundation, stability. Something's off balance here. There is no soul in a connection, or few connections. Do keep in mind these can all be linked together because this is a big picture of energy. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. I don't like it. My stomach flipped when those came out flipped. So you might be dealing with some sort of like queasiness. Could be just under a lot of stress, right? Things are unaligned. They're off balance. for April. So we have March and April. So something could have happened in March and April. July is also relevant. I'm picking up. 2s could be relevant. 22. I just heard 42. 32. So there's definitely some sort of misalignment in the love area, whether it's romantic or, you know, could be friend, family, co-worker. Let's get spirit message and we'll get deeper into that. All right, what is the spirit message? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God, for whoever needs this. What is the spirit message? All right, just like I see. We have honesty. That's flipped over in the deck. So that's an 8. So we are in August. Something could be happening right now, spiritually speaking. Hopefully always. But this is 1771. Can also be relevant. We do have, you know, the card of honesty, and honesty is the key. It's what will set you free. So please approach things from a spiritual standpoint of being honest. I kind of reframe the 10 Commandments with utmost respect. But one of them is, when it came down to like the honesty aspect of things, it's like leave everyone honestly. Don't lie about why you're leaving. Don't, and that's in my brain to avoid any sort of adultery or betrayal. It's just be honest. It's, in my opinion, far better to hurt someone with the truth than to betray them, because that betrayal is a lot harder to fix, and that betrayal ripples outwards to other connections for people. So they have trust issues all around. As to where, if you've been honest, they have the pain and the disappointment to deal with of the fact that you're leaving in itself, but they don't have the aspect of betrayal and trust being broken. So my left ear is ringing. We do have Hermit on the bottom. You might be spending a lot of time alone. We have depression, lonely, and afraid. This feels like a really heavy energy, okay? We'll get more into it because this feels just real heavy. Let's get some soul care real quick. We are 7 minutes in. Oh well. What's the soul care for life here? What's the soul care message for life here? You can purchase these decks below the video. We have inner mother. So someone's mom might be trying to guilt trip them. That's really that's kind of what I'm getting. Now I just say inner mother, so you might be trying to figure out what is, you know, what is my inner mother telling me versus my 3D mother, or maternal figure. You know, it could be an aunt, somebody like that, somebody that is maternal to you, or maternal acting. You could also be, this feels like some sort of denial involving some truths about a mother, like even internally inside yourself. It's like taking off, you know, getting through the fog to see people as they are, even your own mother, right? So that could definitely be something there that you're working through or going on. What is the soul care message for work? Because even though we're working, we still have a soul. We still have a spirit to tend to. So what are you wanting to protect? You do have that who. So somebody's wanting to protect something. Why would be the next question. What is the love soul care message? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Got 2 again. All right. So we have Taurus, second house. This is, interestingly, I mentioned my second house. And so check out your birth chart and see what your second house is doing. Taurus, second house, possessions, values, money, and Venusian energy. So yeah, this is definitely, wow. Okay, so your connections right now, that's Aquarius, 11th house. Your connections right now are being tested, it feels like. Things are being illuminated. The misalignment and where the lack of soul is in your connections very well might be being illuminated. And it could have something to do with your values, your possessions, your finances. Perhaps you work with friends, or this is radical change happening in your connections. So if that makes sense for you, there you go. What is honesty here for spiritually speaking? What is soul care oracle for spiritual things? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, so we have what are you cultivating, right? So if you're lying, what are you cultivating? More dishonesty in your life. Let's be real here. You're not cultivating honesty. Wow, 3. Okay. We have solar plexus. So this is your seat of confidence. This is your seat of your light, where our confidence comes from. To literally, it's like our spark. All right, when we put things, it's the confidence in the forward movement is our solar plexus. We have Scorpio. So yes, things might be coming out. Things are changing. This truth could change something. 8th house, Pluto, joint possessions, healing, and transformation. So there's radical change happening here. Things that, like I said, were in the dark are now coming to the light. Definitely could have to do with your connections. You could just be becoming aware of someone being a sorcerer in your life. Do you have sacral chakra? Definitely has to do with connections. And how you feel in those connections, okay? So this definitely could be, the vibe I'm getting is that there's a truth coming out. It's going to radically change connections. It could have something to do with someone's mother. It doesn't have to be your mother or a maternal figure, right? But this feels like somebody that is being a sorcerer in your life. They're like manipulating you or others around you somehow. Excuse me. All right, these are all pre-shuffled, by the way. I just like to give them an extra shuffle. This truth could also be releasing you from something, healing. I've seen somebody hand someone keys. So you could be returning keys or getting a set of keys. Something about that. Yeah, something's hugely misaligned right now. But I feel like it's going to resolve itself, especially with that healing. I keep looking at Scorpio, right? With that healing aspect. Interestingly enough, just to show you like the birth chart aspect, guys. Aquarius, my 2nd house is in Aquarius. My 11th house, which Aquarius rules, is in Scorpio. So things like that is, you know, those are going to be really affected by full moons in certain houses, right? Wherever that energy falls out at, transits. Wherever that moon shines, that's where there's going to be changes. Alright, what is this sorcerer and inner mother for life? Thank you, God. You do have 12 on the clock, so 3 again. You might be noticing 3, 3. Somebody could be 33 or 6. Could be a life path 6 even. We have the 2 of coins coming out. Alright, so this is somebody trying to figure out something. There are weighing pros and cons, getting in alignment, noticing things are not in alignment even. Gaining independence. We have the 9 of coins. This is, yeah, definitely time, energy, effort. It could also be financially. Somebody could be trying to emotionally manipulate you for money. I don't know where that's coming from. But this is definitely somebody trying to weigh up their independence, gain their independence. This is naturally, somebody here is a very independent person. They have everything they need. They don't need this, but they have everything else that they need. The angle of these things is weird. Okay, so get one more on that, please. What is the life tarot here? What is this inner mother and sorcerer? What is all this? Is weighing up independence? What is all this? Thank you. All right, so we do have a Page of Cups. This feels like somebody's going against some grain here. The Page of Cups, that is an energy. It's very friendly. Okay, it's emotionally immature. It's a new start to something. It's just a friendly gesture, even like here, have half my sandwich, or somebody just being here congenial. So we do have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo out in this energy. So it's definitely got something to do with housing, emotions, hidden things coming up. You might be trying to get away from your mother because you're acknowledging that, like, maybe she's not the most healthiest person there, or it could be some maternal figure, and your inner mother is like, that is not what I would do. And your external mother is like, you're trying to gain independence here. And I feel like you're doing it from in a loving standpoint. I do want to get one more. We do have Chariot, so I feel like you do end up finding some sort of balance in this connection. This could also be somebody sending you a message because they do know you're doing well. It's all back to that emotional, that guilt trip energy, that emotional manipulation. Could be your mom asking you for a loan, and you know there's nothing wrong with that. It's when it's followed with a guilt trip, right? So this could also be somebody weighing up because they are independent, weighing up, giving a message. This could be somebody checking themselves even. Let's look at it from a brighter perspective, or lighter perspective, where they're trying to avoid being secretive, controlling through fear and self-gain, okay? And they're going to send a message that is offering up something. one more, please, because I feel like this is like some sort of guilt trip. I'll be so real. Even though these cards are really positive, it feels like a guilt trip. It feels like somebody's trying to gain their independence away from a maternal figure. Seven of Wands. So yeah, somebody's standing their ground. You could be putting up boundaries. If you watch that vibe check, the quick vibe check for the boundaries initiated, this is probably going to be relevant for you because that's what I'm thinking of here. It's popping into my mind. So we do have 7 of Wands, somebody blocking something, defending something, standing their ground. So you might not be putting up with this. You're a pretty independent person by the looks of it. It doesn't mean you have not putting up with something, not engaging in something, doesn't mean you lack tolerance. It is a boundary, right? I can tolerate you doing that over there away from me. So, all right, what is work? What is the tarot for work? What are you wanting to protect? Who? Who are you wanting to protect? Why are you wanting to protect this? We do have an Ace of Wands, so you might have a creative idea that you want to take action on, and you're just keeping it to yourself. This is good news. The Ace of Wands, that's a yes answer. It's upright, so, you know, this is a new start somewhere. It's very passionate, very creative. This is a creative spark. It feels like a new idea. And perhaps you're not telling anybody about it. What is this? What are you wanting to protect? And the who, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What is this wanting to protect and the who? All right, so you might work with your mom. We do have an Empress energy coming out. Wow, the mom theme. Just so you know, my mom was passed, so I don't know. Like, someone's mom's alive and well, or maternal figure is alive and well, and they're very involved. You're very involved with your maternal figure, whatever that means for you. So we do have, this is an idea, right? More Taurus energy that could bring in more money. Perhaps that is why you're wanting to protect it. The Empress is also the birth of something. She's very fertile. She gives birth to things. She's the Emperor energy, right? The Emperor energy's done the work, and now the Empress energy is I'm going to sit and nurture things and provide from a more leaned back energy instead of a forward, like the Emperor type energy. We do have these energies in ourselves. We do have masculine and feminine energy, so your gender doesn't matter on these. Put yourself where it makes sense. At work, though, I feel like somebody's trying to protect an idea, and they are excited about it. It looks very valuable, this idea, okay? It could be somebody else involved. This Empress energy would be a Taurus, so it could be a Taurus that you're working with or involved with. You could, like I said, could be working with your mother, and perhaps you're wanting to protect this new idea, and just keep it to yourself to protect it, you know? So Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. On top of the Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, and Pisces energy. Please get one more on work. One more on work. This also feels like somebody that does creative things. They create things, but there's I feel like I'm seeing, like, with the Empress energy, it's like make jewelry. It's also painting with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. Perhaps you work with someone that you have a soul contract with. 7 of Coins, 77. Might be really relevant here. 222. I feel like you're protecting a new idea for work because you want to collaborate with someone that's going to bring in a lot of money. I can see this here. But it's also somebody that you enjoy working with that Two of Cups. Okay, it's a harmonious connection. You can communicate well. You work together really well. The 7 of Coins is the energy of investing. It is sowing and then reaping. So perhaps right now it feels like something that needs to move quickly, but it's almost like it's taking time, a lot more time than perhaps you want it to take. It's definitely a who involved here. You want to work with somebody. This could also be a new coworker that perhaps you have gotten feelings for, and you're just taking your time getting to know them. You work really well with this person. You're creating something here while also dealing with this. I feel like financially, this message is for you. I feel like financially things are kind of sorting out. It looks like some misalignment in your connections, okay? In my experience, God messes with my money if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing with people that I'm supposed to be doing it with, or if I'm doing things with people where I have to learn a lesson and I'm still engaging in, you know, a low vibrational energy, or just people that I know can't move forward with me, right? So that could have something to do, maybe you're getting more gifts, or you're not getting as many gifts, or you're not getting as many like little tips, financially speaking, you know, or maybe your stocks aren't doing that great. And it's because somebody somewhere in your connection, some link here, that there's a misalignment. Your soul's not in alignment with a connection. It's off balance. Could be a group even. Could be your work environment even. So overall, this is somebody you want to work with. So what is this love, balance reverse, soul reverse, Taurus, Aquarius? What is this energy here? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What is this energy here? We have the Fool. So this is a new start, okay? The Fool with their zero, when it's the zero card in tarot, right? Zero. And with this energy, you can make it be whatever you need. It's a fresh start. It's like a clean slate. Now there is also an indication here. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith. They are recognizing there's things off balance here. They're recognizing this is not in alignment. This is not in balance for me. They have Aries energy. This is also somebody who doesn't quite know everything that they need to know. So they've got to educate themselves along the way. They have a very optimistic attitude going into this, but there is definitely, I don't want to say naivety, but it's there. There's, you know, somebody that doesn't understand things. There's some ignorance, not in a negative way, by any means. Ignorance just means uneducated. So yeah, definitely a leap of faith happening here. Somebody could have a dog. You have the Nine of Wands, this person, and if this been through a lot. Nine of Wands is somebody who's been through so much that they're defensive. Okay, they're also, it's a wounded warrior in tarot. Okay, so this leap of faith is coming because somebody has been through a lot. And they haven't given up. That's why I said optimism. All right, they haven't given up on having healthy connections. They haven't given up on having a healthy community, a large group of friends, or, you know, having healthy possessions, values, and monies. And this is someone who also, I feel like they weren't aware originally of the misalignment, right, with that Fool card, but then they took a leap of faith and they went through a bunch of things. Could be in their friends group, family, whatever, make sense for you. And they kind of like been through the wars in connection, so to speak. Can we get one more here? They haven't given up, though. Like, that's the cool thing. They haven't given up. There is regret and remorse with the Five of Cups coming out. Yes, this is the truth coming out, guys. This is something's coming up that has to be dealt with. And it's an energy of, I had faith in this. It's put me through the ringer. I have this regret and despair. Perhaps you chose wrong previously, or, you know, there's really no choosing wrong. You have to learn the lesson, right? So it's, everything happens for a reason. You had to have this misalignment. You had to, in order to notice it. You wouldn't notice something that's in alignment. This wouldn't be a deal. So with that Five of Cups, that is regret and remorse. Somebody took a leap here, a leap of faith, and then they ended up going through, like I said, being put through the ringer, and now they've got some really sour feelings about it with that Five of Cups. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Ace of Swords, that's the truth, right? I told you there's a truth coming out. I'm not surprised that card came out at all. The Ace of Swords, that's gaining clarity, it's cutting, it's the sword, Michael's sword of truth, Archangel Michael. So this is a sword that cuts the binds, right, to misalignment. It brings clarity where there is confusion. So there's confusion in your connections, and you know things are misaligned. It doesn't feel great. This energy, when you're in it, you know something's up. You're just waiting for the truth to come out. And when the truth does come out, it helps kind of break up this regret, break up this defensiveness, because you can acknowledge, well, nothing happens without purpose. I took a leap of faith. I learned some lessons. I learned what to look for. I learned what to, you know, avoid. What is, when we figure out what we don't want, then we can focus on what do we want. Like, we know what icky looks like, what shadow stuff looks like, but what does what I truly want look like? What is my ideal friendship circle like? What does my ideal coworker, like work environment look like? And then we can work towards those things in ourselves and then attract those things externally to us. We have to recognize this stuff inside ourselves first, though. All right, spiritually speaking, definitely a truth coming out. It's going to give you some confidence. You're going to recognize what you've been cultivating. Like I did say, spiritually speaking, I do see somebody being handed some keys, so I don't know what that's about. But there's going to be honesty here. This is happening. This is 17, so that breaks down to an 8. So this could be happening right now or has happened. When it comes to timing with tarot, they are timeless, you know. It's when it makes sense for you. You can go through people's playlists, other readers, or even mine, and just pick a reading, even if it's like a year old, and you will be very surprised how it resonates right now, because nothing happens without a reason. So you're led there, right? Just like you're led to listen to this reading. If you're just listening to support, my kid told me, I'm subscribed, Mom, but I don't watch your videos. And I was like, I appreciate the support either. Anyways, so that was cute. Something there. I don't know. We do have, you know, the Knave of Cups. So that could be a kid. This feels like adult, child, and mother, honestly, or maternal figure. Okay, so what's spiritually speaking? What is honesty, Scorpio, solar plexus, and what are we cultivating? What is all this about spiritually speaking? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. So this is an energy of somebody who is creative. That goes back to that work aspect, right? This is somebody who is creative. They're nurturing creative ideas inside themselves. This is unorthodox way of dealing with things. It's a leader. Could also be somebody that... this is a fake it till you make it type energy. I don't think that could be what has went on. Let's get a little bit more. We do have honesty here, so somebody could be coming clean about that. They could be admitting that they're not as confident as they present to be. That is the thing that could be happening. I just feel like it's a really creative energy, spiritually speaking. Somebody's gotten some truth, and it's changed their points of view. They'll be... Let's see. All right, Queen of Wands. Can we tell us more about this honesty? What's this honesty here, spiritually speaking? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, so this is a Hermit. So Virgo energy. Somebody's looking at inward. They're looking inside to see what their habits are. 10 of Cups. That's a great card to get spiritually. They're looking at their habits. They're looking at their traditions. What inspires me? What is that creative spark that drives my spirituality, right? What drives my devotion to God, so to speak? Whatever that means for you, your higher power, whatever. The 10 of Cups coming out, somebody is recognizing the emotional fulfillment that comes from practicing these spiritual things, even if they are unorthodox. They're getting more and more confident with it because they can see what they're cultivating. They can see truths and connections where there's misalignment. They can have hope and optimism with building and creating with other teammates, so to speak. They're recognizing where, you know, sure, somebody in my life might be trying to guilt trip me. That doesn't make them evil. That just means I have to have a boundary here, 7 of Wands, against this sort of energy, because I don't necessarily want this person to be cut off from my life. But I do, if they're going to be in my life, they have to have a boundary. That is what this feels like. Somebody that is really just sorting things out with this energy. Spiritually speaking, I feel like you have a soul tribe with the 10 of Cups, right? The soul recognition. That is, you know, even spirit guides, stuff like that. You might be, like I said, practicing unorthodox things than what you're used to. I do get that a lot here, which I'm really grateful for, because that's how I got started. I was raised Southern Baptist, and then from there, as I grew, I got rid of conditioning, you know, the things that my parents put on me and society put on me, and just really realized it's between me and God. If it makes me feel good and I'm not hurting anyone, you know, intentionally, then I'm going to continue this path and where I'm going. And I feel like God will, I ask God all the time, correct me if I'm wrong. Show me the way. Light the way, Hermit energy. This is somebody who spends time meditating. They spend time praying and studying. They're inspired to be honest about what they're cultivating with this stuff. They're cultivating healing, confidence. Nothing here is bad, spiritually speaking. This is an energy of somebody defending themselves, and they're okay with it because they have a truth here. They have a truth that they are standing on. They've learned new things. Page of Pentacles. Okay, we are at 30 minutes in. Let's get some clues. Put that over here. There we go. Alright, let's get some clues for whoever this is resonating for. We do have strong, we're going to repeat signs, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. March and April are going to be relevant, as is right now, August, or the beginning of August, somewhere in there. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, strong Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Scorpio, strong Virgo, strong Aries, strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Aquarian energy here, like all day long, but we are in a full moon in Aquarius. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. I feel like you can look for receiving truths, having to put up some boundaries, acknowledging that your spiritual practices, this is almost like a confirmation, spiritually speaking. You've been doing something, and I feel like it's going to be confirmed for you with this Ten of Cups. I feel like you're going to see the fruits of that devotion or labor or practice, whatever it is, whether it's meditation. You realize you just think clear, see clear, whether it's prayer, you realize, man, praying really makes me feel good. I can feel grounded and centered in myself, and I feel, even when I'm alone, I feel heard, okay? So this feels like a spiritual practice that's paying off. God's showing you you're going the right direction, okay? That is what I feel here. In your connections, you're going to fucking, excuse me, I'm trying to work on my language. You're going to voice a truth or receive a truth that helps you cut some misaligned, unbalanced things out of your life. Okay? They're going to be connections. Could be multiple connections, could just be one. Whatever it is, you've been through a lot here, and there is regret and remorse. Like, 5 of Cups, that's despair. This is like, oh my God, I've been through so much with this situation, this connection, this dynamic. Like, I got into it really, like, optimistic, fool energy, right? Anything could happen. And I've just been through the ringer with it, and now I have regrets, and I have remorse and despair. But I feel like there's going to be clarity given here that helps alleviate all this. And like I said, it could be tied to your spiritual practices. It could be tied to the fact that you give yourself a pat on the back. I put a boundary up. Or I'm going to protect this work connection because I can see where it's going to be valuable, fruitful, it's worth investing in. It lights my fire, the doors. Come on, baby, light my fire. It births this harmonious connection. It's creative. It inspires me. It nurtures me with that Empress energy. So, and like I said, this could just be in your work, if you work outside the house or in the house, whatever you do. This could just be a really good coworker where you guys are like on it. Like you get each other, you're inspired by each other, or you guys are planning something together that you're protecting. This feels like who is somebody you want to work with, though. You're investing or wanting to invest in this connection, 7 of Coins. You know what you reap, the odds are, investing in this connection work-wise, you will reap abundance. That's what I'm picking up here. The Empress, like, that's not a queen, that's an Empress. There's an empire involved. Keep that in mind. All right, what are the clues? Thank you, God. 3313 on the clock. So threes, guys. 333, 222, 77. All right, what are the clues here? Thank you, God. Thank you very much. All right, so we do have an open ally coming up. Maybe you got support here, somebody that's like rooting you on, doing all these changes. Tuesday could be relevant. This Tuesday, last Tuesday, next Tuesday, like I said, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. July. Thank you, God. Some more clues. We have Y. Could be a first name, middle name, last name, initial, or just a yes answer. I did say yes. That is following on that. Ace of Wands. We have L. Eyeglasses. Somebody could wear glasses, or they could just be seeing things. That's that Ace of Swords, that honesty energy, They're really seeing the spiritual truth, the 3D truth. They're receiving a truth. There's truth here and clarity being brought. Somebody's seeing something very clearly. Important person. Who's who in my connections. We have X. Who do I need to block? I'm picking up Yves Saint Laurent. Somebody could be fancy. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Somebody, you could block somebody, actually. That's where this is going on. February could be relevant. That's Aquarius energy. Somebody could have the birthday be an Aquarius. Or Pisces. We have M. And I want to get 2 more. Thank you, God. Can I get 2 more? Thank you, God. We have entrepreneur. Wow, somebody good. Actually, that's, that's that energy I'm picking up. Somebody, like, makes something. But it's valuable, right? It has something, it births money. We have Ed. So we have some yeses, some no's. We have a fancy person, somebody getting blocked. So there's a house involved. What is it? MLN? Isn't that for real estate? You have somebody's ally here, okay? So somebody's on your side. So you could have seen something back in July that reminded you of something that happened in February, okay? I know that sounds kind of confusing, but it could have like triggered a memory or something of that nature. Somebody here owns their own business. They're an entrepreneur. They're a small business owner, or they work for themselves. It could be a big business owner. Somebody works here for themselves. Somebody, like I said, is an entrepreneur. There's a loan involved. That L and N, I'm picking up a loan. Maybe you got turned down for a loan with that X there. May, that's Taurus energy, Aries energy, Gemini energy, communication. I keep hearing YOLO, but I want to say Yolanda when I think to say YOLO, so somebody's name could be Yolanda. Nate or Natalie as well. I don't know. Somebody likes deluxe things. I don't know where I'm getting the fancy from. It's like deluxe. Like leather. Like goods. Fancy. Fancy, whoever this is. Somebody around you's fancy. Maybe that's what you're seeing really clearly. You know, maybe that doesn't work for you. I don't know. Maybe it does work for you. There might have been some yelling involved. Wow, okay, that's a whole different energy I'm picking up on. We do have middle. Yeah, if there's a yes and there's some no's. Maybe go from many to little. Yeah, the full moon's tomorrow, Monday, August 19th, at 10:49. Okay, so yeah. So Tuesday, pay attention to the energy around you. I'm getting, like, this is, like, lighting up for me. Pay attention on Tuesday to connections, the energy you're in, whether you're at work, home, wherever you're doing. Just be aware. Be conscious of the connections and how the energies are around you, all right? You'll notice, you know, themes of things if you just open up to it. There's going to be a truth coming out, and it's changing things big time. And connection, somebody might, you know, might just have been processing certain things. And, yeah, whatever your spiritual practices are paying off too. That's good news. Always good news. I do hope this is helpful, and until I talk to you again, many, many blessings.